What's up guys, Nak here, and today I bring to you episode 3 of Skyblazer. Now in the last episode we just left off clearing 4 or 5 of the stages, beating the Caverns of Shiro, which I'm glad that annoying glitch didn't happen, completing the water stage, which was a little bit hard and long. However, we got through that, and we also plowed through the ice castle. So I hope everyone had a great week. I'm really excited to be here doing this game. And today we will be clearing off the bottom section and also getting into a secret level. However, our first stage today will be the Fortress of Shiro, and it's another stage that you should be familiar with. We did it in an earlier episode. And this stage will present us with the flying scrolling type of level. This is sadly the only time that we'll get to do it. After this, there will be no more of these types of levels, which I really enjoyed. I kind of wish there were a little bit more of this. And this is also going to be the last time that we see these exploding enemies, so that is a good thing. We are also introduced to the new enemies, these bats. Now you don't really have to be too cautious when doing this level. You'll get a lot of health throughout and you shouldn't have too much trouble. However, you do want to watch out for these annoying turrets. So if you can, you'll want to try to blast them right before they get onto the screen. So far I'm doing a pretty good job at this. Let's see if I can keep it up. I know there's one coming up here. Can I get it? Yes! Now some of these are a little bit unavoidable in most circumstances. You can get through the level. However, I did it really good. And that is the end of the fortress. Alright, we are off to a great start. Next up, we are going to the Caverns of Shiro. And viewers, take your bets right now. What level will this be? We already faced ice and water. We have sand as well. And yes, this will be a fire level. Not as annoying as the previous ones. However, this one can be a little bit hard since there is a lot of platforming. And you can kill those fire monsters right there with one of your attacks. However, I'm not going to be worrying about that. I'm going to get all the way up here, and this skips a good portion of the bottom section. Now in the bottom section, there isn't much to show besides platforming to get to the other side. Now in some speed run circumstances, you can also use the Comet Flash in order to proceed and get over here a little bit quicker. As you're noticing, this isn't so hard as the previous stages, but wait for it, wait till we get to the last area in this level, right before the boss. Now coming up here will be a secret that you can skip directly to the boss, but like my first video, I will not be taking it. I will be showing it, however. Crouching in here, we will be able to come to our next boss. Proceeding to the boss through the secret area is almost as hard as going through it normally. And in that room right there, that will be where you have to do some platforming to get to the boss. It's quite hard. It's harder than the first stage, because in the first stage there were only a few enemies that you would have to get past. In the secret room leading up, you'll have all these fire monsters and other obstacles. However, it's not too bad to get through it. It's much easier than what we are going to do coming up here. Now what makes this difficult is these magicians right here, these mages that will constantly shoot out the balls, and I just missed my jump thanks to not wanting to get hit. If you do get hit by those balls, they take out 4 of your health, so 2 shots and you are dead. And most of the time you'll only get up to this part, you will have only a couple hits left, unless you practice it a good amount and hopefully another one doesn't come out of nowhere and push me off. Oh great, I spoke too soon. Let me try to kill these off before they become even more of a nuisance. I think we are getting to the end of this, and let me try to see if I can heal myself back up. Coming over here, you can take the time and risk jumping that. I'll use my Comet Flash just to make sure I get over here. And I may get that. Yes, I am going to get that as well, because I just used a crap ton of my magic. And it'll only take a little bit before that platform can come all the way back up here. You can also use the Comet Flash to proceed to the right I want to save most of my mana for the next boss that we will proceed to do. And it's a boss that you can also get in another combo like the first stage. In my other video we had to fight that genie. Coming up here and dodging all those enemies, we will be faced with our next boss. And it resembles a bit of a turtle and a dragon and a mammoth. Now the trick to this boss is you can pretty much make it not attack you if you plan your attacks out right and use your dragon slash right here. Now he'll send out these apples, which is a little bit weird. They're like apples with faces. I have no idea if that is the correct thing. Doing a combo with the dragon slashes, we defeated the boss rather quickly. Usually it'll take a little bit longer, about a minute or two, in order to get that boss defeated. And we gain the power Warrior Force. And Warrior Force will allow us to feel invincible for about 5 seconds. It's a nice way to avoid damage if you really don't want to fight any enemies. This stage is going to be annoying in an Eternal Storm. Right here I'm going to show you off time stop for a little bit of a reason. I am not going to be using it on the boss in the next stage, because the boss in the next stage is probably best to defeat it without even using time stop, even though he is stopped for like 5 seconds, and you'll see why once we get to that. Now I'm going to try to see if I can skip all of these enemies. I am not going to go for that 1-up, it's not worth it. We are already at 27 and that is far enough. Now there's some mana right there if you do run low, and I would take that when I get past this stage since I do dislike it. Ow, and let me try to get past these turrets as well. Now coming up here, there is also another 1-up that you can try to get. I'm going to dodge that so we can get the hell out of that stage. Now the next stage is going to be even harder than any of the stages that we previously faced by an annoying mechanic. So the Storm Fortress of Akahlar. At the start isn't going to seem too bad. We have these flying eyes right here that we can kick. Coming up here to the left, you can collect a 1-up in the gym. Now the annoying thing about this level is the annoying wind mechanic that pulls you up and down, or should I say the water, or it could be wind, but whatever it is, it's annoying. So collecting that mana right there, I'm glad that I got that mana. I'm definitely going to need this. You can either go to the top of the stage or the bottom. I found out that the bottom is a little bit safer. There's also a 1-up right there that you could get, and the trick to doing it is just to jump off on the right. However, I'm not going to risk my life doing that. We will continue to the right. If we can get over there, get over there. Thank you very much, Sky. We can continue down into the second part. So the second part right here is going to be right before we get to our next boss. That is kind of a surprise. 2 bosses already showing up in below 10 minutes of the video. Now the annoying part is not this, it's where we find this annoying dragon right here. Now you're going to want to take that dragon out, otherwise it's going to cause you a lot of trouble and you're going to hate it. Also, you don't want to kind of fall down, because if you do, there's a good chance that one of these wind currents will be facing downward and that will screw you over. I got extremely lucky with this, and let me see. Oh crap, okay. I think I'm fine. Alright. That is the most annoying part of that stage. Next up, we are to our awesome looking boss. I don't know why, but I really like the look of this boss. It looks like a wolf type of enemy. So the trick of fighting this boss is to kill its clones, and after you kill its clones, it will attack. And how the hell am I not even taking damage? I'm pretty sure every time that whirlwind he sends at me. See right? Okay. Guess this boss might be a bit glitched. I'm not sure if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, now I'm taking damage. Yeah, I should have been pretty much dead here, viewers. I am glad whatever happened, the game doesn't want me to die, so thank you, game. And we'll also gain another power, the Lightning Strike. This is a nice fancy looking item that I'll show off in just a second. Now if we come up here to the stage that we were previously at and press up on the D-pad, we'll be taken to a secret flying stage. Now this is the second last one that we will have to do, and this one is located at night. And I'm a bit fond of this level since I do like the background of how it looks. I'm always fond of night stages in most video games since there's a little bit of a rare occasion that you'll actually get to see anything. There's just a little bit of lag and frame rate for all the gems popping up on the screen. So let's see if we can gain a little bit more lives. We are already at 35. We have plenty of lives for the rest of the game. I'm not even worried at this point. If you are running low on lives, you can come to these stages and stack back up. And I'm probably just going to see if I could get hit by one of these things. I don't really need any more lives. And there's no penalty for getting hit in these stages as well, so don't fear if you do get hit. And we managed to find our way here. Well done. Well, thank you, old man. That is quite nice coming from you. So right here you want to be a little bit careful reading. Waters hold no fear for me. And this is a clue that will happen in the next stage, the secret stage that we'll be facing. Now right before we get to the secret stage, I want to show you the Mystic Force, and this kind of dates back to the PlayStation. If you look on the wall and memorize the patterns, you'll see that there's circle, triangle, and X's. And it's usually always a random pattern. That's kind of interesting since this could have been a bit of a prerequisite to the Sony PlayStation of when it came out. You never know. I'm not saying for sure that it's started it in this game, but I always think it would be cool if it developed right here. Let's get on to the Ship of Nowhere. So the Ship of Nowhere is going to be the stage where you have to cling onto the sides. That was the clue that you got from that conversation with the old man. Make sure not to let go or else you'll be washed away and you'll lose a life and you'll have to do this over again. There's going to be a total of 8 waves in this stage that you'll have to dodge. And if you stay on the right side for a few waves, you'll come across an extra life that you can pick up. On the left side there is going to be the opposite, which will be a mana pot. And there is the lightning strike just to show off. You can clear all the enemies on the screen, usually with one of the lightning strikes. Now let's see if we can get to the right here and collect that mana pot. I'm more worried about mana at this point than collecting 1-ups, but you did see that 1-up right there. And that should be the last wave. And there we go, viewers. It's a pretty fun stage just to do. Now onto the last level for this video, which will be a level that will be a bit of a puzzle. Before we get to that, we will go and see what the elderly man has to say. It looks like we have all our guidance at this point in the game. We only have 1 power left, and that's going to be for the boss located on the next video, the Great Dragon. And if we survive that, we will gain our last awesome power, the Fiery Phoenix. And that is a really nice power to have. It will come in handy when we deal with the final 2 bosses of the game. What? What does he mean he doesn't know? Fine. We'll go off. I guess the elderly man doesn't know everything. But I guess we can at least get our mystic pattern. Hey, he was trying to call us a whelp, but however he did call us a young warrior, so that's a good respect that we are getting now. This is another save point where you can save right before you, well, not really a save point since it's a password point, but I think you get the picture. And now we'll head into the Dragon Hill Forest. This is a stage where it will be a bit of a maze. You want to first go to the right and dodge these plants. And when you dodge these plants and head over to the right, you'll see an opening in the tree. Now make sure to take your time if you need to in order to get through this, since there are a lot of bottomless pits. Now after you head to the right, you'll want to head to the left. Kill some of these goblin sorcerers right there. If you do, want to be careful about it. Now the secret in this is at the bottom here, you'll see an opening, and we can show off our warrior force. Using it, we won't be able to take any damage from the enemies, completely bypassing and heading into this place where we will only need to find one more secret area. And you see that platform right up there? That is a bit of a clue to where you have to go. So you want to hop on this tree and see if you can make it across. If not the first time, try it again the second time, and after that it will show an arrow which will give a 1-up, and that will be the end of the stage. So I think that is going to do it, viewers, for this video. We still have a few more places to go and some more enemies to kill before we get to the last boss. I hope you all enjoyed the video. On the next video, we will be heading into the finale of Skyblazer. I'm a bit sad about it. We just began this not too long ago, about a week ago from this point. But I guess all things come to an end. In the next video, ladies and gentlemen, join me for the finale of Skyblazer. Until next time, take care and stay classy.